Is there a leader of the Amish, like a president or a governor or something? No, there is not one central leader of the Amish, not one that governs over all of the Amish communities out there. Each church district has its own leader, its own bishop, and two preachers and a deacon. And the community I was from, Fredericktown, Ohio, they have 15 different bishops now, 15 different districts. Not one of them is the leader of the whole community. They don't give out that kind of power. It's just where it's needed, and that's on the church level. So each church district keeps their own. They all follow the same rules within the community, but when they need to make a change, they have a Brederhofversammlung, a preachers meeting, kind of gathering, and they talk about the rules and stuff. I think they have a Brederhofversammlung once a year, which always seemed to me another reason why I didn't want to be a preacher. You had to go and talk about all those rules, and then the preacher's jobs around the time of communion church was really hard because some preachers would be going to church 3 days in a row. We had church on Fridays sometimes, Saturdays, Sunday, and Monday on communion church because there were so many church districts in our community that most of the time we didn't have it on Friday. I remember one time we did. Most of the time it was Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, which is always cool when we were in school because then you could take Monday off to go to church. It was almost better to sit in church than it was to sit in school, but not quite because we got more free time at school. But I remember one time having church, and once we got done with church, I went and hunted the rest of the afternoon, bow hunted in the fall. So yeah, it was always a good time, except for communion church. It just took too long. But there was one leader of each church district, no leader of the community, no leader of all the Amish in the USA. Like, they don't appoint leaders in that sense. Everything is local, keep to themselves, and with not having a telephone, the means to travel to community to community, that it's better this way, that everything is local. You have a local leader. If you had one leader in Ohio that had to go to all the other states, it would take a while with a horse and buggy. There'd be a lot of letters piling up. You'd have an issue and you'd write to the leader, and 3 days later he'd get his assistants would be reading that letter because you couldn't use a phone. So, yeah, that's probably why the Amish don't have a central leader. Good question. Have a good evening.